Shalom, I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord supposed to GMS and honors two brothers doing the work in truth, one sincerity. This is this nigga here, if he even is a Jake, right, wins which call it Coon of the Year award. Right, it says Russia probe. Donald Trump supporter says he would believe U.S. president over Jesus. I won't play it. But you could literally just type that into the Google and that it will it will come up. This is just some proper coon. Basically said he says if Jesus came off the cross, and basically said which we know that's not his name. His real name is Yahweh Shai, and basically said that Russia colluded with Trump, that he would believe, he would say basically, hold on, let me go see what Trump says, right? It's basically showing you who his God is, right? His his God is a so-called what, man? Right, yo, if Yahweh Shai saying something, man, I'm gonna be alright, I'm like, God, I don't want, this guy has no fear of the Lord. Right, so just getting some quick precepts. Deuteronomy 17:15 says, "Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, right? Whom the Lord Yahweh thy power shall choose, one from among thy brethren, thou shalt set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother." Right, this guy, Donald Trump, man, he ain't our brother, man. He's Edom, man. Probably been saying he's probably one of them great Caesars from the Roman Empire. Several different names have been chucked around. I say several. Is it Caligula's one? Is a potential, and Herod's another one. Right? But that scripture's saying you ain't supposed to be setting a heathen up over. You ain't supposed to be voting for these kingdoms, even if it is a so-called Jake running for power. Because at the end of the day, they don't run anything, man. It's really a Edomites in the form of the Rothschilds, the elite banking families that run these countries. So you ain't got no Jake has any business voting, man. Right, it says Sirach 12:10 says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Right, so he's looking at Donald Trump as a friend. Says where's the excerpt here? I think it was at the top actually. Yeah, CNN panelist Mark Lee voted for Mr. Trump because he was there for the small guy like myself. But he's not there, man. He ain't no small guy. He's a billionaire. He's a multi-billionaire. He ain't there for the small guy. Right. Let's get this as well. And prosperity. Right. This is Sirach 12. And next says, "A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity." So you might have someone that looks like or you might have an Edomite. You might think, oh, he's a cool Edomite. There's no such thing as a cool Edomite, man. Because currently all those things are going to shit. We're still in times of prosperity. Shit hasn't hit the fan as hard as it will. So you don't know that he's your friend. And because he ain't, and it goes on saying an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. So when that adversity comes, then you'll know for real that, Esau is the devil that the scriptures speak of. Right, it says Isaiah 31 from the top says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help." Well, modern day Egypt is America. When you read Revelation 11:8, speaks about which called spirit that is spiritually Sodom and spiritually Egypt. Spiritually Sodom, why? Because that's where that whole vile LGBT is pushed heavy from, right? In Egypt, because that's spiritually Egypt, because that's where the children of Israel was sent to captivity, right? It says and stay on horses and trust in chariots, right? That American military might. A lot of Jake trust in that, man. And if he is one. Like Coon, like over there, he's he's looking at the U.S. military and the hegemony that the U.S. has over the world, and he's trusting in that, not knowing that Yahweh Shai is going to come back and destroy all of that, man. This is because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Seek Yahweh. They ain't looking to the Lord. He flat out said, if you know, which like I said, we know what Jesus he's talking about. He's saying, you know, he'll basically trust an Edomite more than the heavenly Savior. It just shows he has no fear. He has no faith. Like when you listen to him talk, man, you be asking questions, man. Is this guy even legit? Right. It's Revelation 22:11 says, "He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that is holy, let him be holy still." Right. So when we go into that point about he that is filthy, let him be filthy. This nigga's filthy, man. For you to make a statement like that, like just says you are completely and utterly sodomized, man. Man, you are an Edomite. Whether he's a J, man, he's Edomized. You know, just coin that one, put that in the dictionary, man. To have the characteristics of an Edomite, but you ain't actually an Edom, man. That's what this guy is. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm genuinely questioning whether he is a J. Right, this is Zechariah 13:8. Right, since he trusts, you know, some Donald over the Lord. As in it shall come to pass in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, the third shall be left therein. And this is why. Because they'd rather have an Edomite rule over them than the Lord. And you had that in Israel before, when the Lord delivered Israel out of the land of Egypt. You had them Jakes saying, "Hey, Lord, man, when you brought us out here into this wilderness, man, so that we can die." Wickedness. But hey, man, he'll get his reward. Oh man, I can't forget. What was that? Proverbs 21:16. I don't know. My computer's just slow at the moment. It's not 21:16. Don't hand, join in hand. Yeah, it's Proverbs 11:21. It says, "Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished." Right, so you know you can what you call it? You can, you know, be Esau's friend all you like, but Esau's still gonna get destroyed, and you're gonna get destroyed with him. What's that in Isaiah? Isaiah 14, is it? Isaiah 14 or 13, I forget. That hard. I think it's 13. Yeah, 13. It's not. I've completely forgotten the words of what it says. Destruction and everything, pangs, behold the real quick, souls have evil, making all pressures. Well, this is Isaiah 13:14 says, "And it shall be as the chase roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land." So this whole multiculturalism will come to an end. And everyone will turn to their own people. It says, "And everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." Right? You know, Ismail must be joined with Esau, he shall fall with Esau, man. So that knows we've been edified, shalom.